Good morning. It is 10 after 6 on Saturday, September 5th. I have a beautiful full moon. Well, it looks like a full moon. I'm never really sure if they're actually full. Just over the waterfalls and to the left. It's very misty out and it's quite chilly. Alright, I got my breakfast going. I'm having an egg sandwich, just an egg on an English muffin toasted. Pretty simple. Alright, there's my egg sandwich, and I'm going to sit here and eat. I have a beautiful view here. And it's about 10 after 7. Taking my time this morning. Well, the sun is up and out. It's still very, very, very cold out here. Just finishing packing up. Just got my tent left to do. Everything's there ready to get in the bag. And I'm almost ready to get on my way. It is 8 o'clock and I'm all packed up. My bag packed up over there. Brought all the other stuff over to where the canoe is. And I'm going to start making my way through this portage. I think I've got like 4 of them. They're all fairly small. Doesn't mean they're not mighty. And then I have about 4 or 5 kilometers of paddling to do. And then I'll get to Shangri-La, which is supposed to be a little tricky and absolutely beautiful. I'm hoping to be able to have lunch there if the timing works out. And then I have a couple small ones, and then I'm at Cabin Falls. So I think there's a total of 9 portages today, totaling just under 2,000 meters. So we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. Well, that was a very nice portage. A little rocky, but nothing like the one yesterday, which will now be referred to as the Rockhopper portage. I'm going to go back and get the canoe. I brought all the things, so I'm just carrying the canoe without the yoke. Sometimes it's just faster to put it on my head that way. It's not hard to carry that way, it's just longer distances. It gets uncomfortable. So I'm just going to do that. Grab it and should be on my way to the next one. Alright, I'm at the other end of the portage. It's a pretty simple one, so that's good. I didn't end up leaving till 8:15 because I had to make a little privy stop before I left, and no, there was no privy at that one. I had to make my own. Well, I can already see the rapids or waterfalls, the next one from here. So I'll be paddling very long. Contemplating removing my rain pants for the day. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. They are adding a nice extra layer of warmth. It is still pretty chilly this morning. Well, here's these rapids. We're not running those. I just came to the most logical spot. There was a landing here, and looks like there's a trail going off into the forest right there, hopefully. Okay, well, just like the last one, I'm just taking all the things with me, and I'll just carry the canoe without the yoke and stuff. It's just these small ones, taking the time to set all that up, it's just not even worth it. And, okay, I gotta pay attention. Well, I'm glad I was right. There's a trail here. This will just be a 50-meter portage. This will be number 2 of the day already. So when I'm doing these little ones that aren't like the little one I did yesterday, shouldn't take me too long to get through them, hopefully. Okay, I'm on my way to the other end. A little rock situation here as usual. Nothing too crazy. Here's my view along part of the portage here. Pretty. I am really off. I was walking back and I'm like, that seemed a lot longer than 50 meters. Felt more like 100. So I checked the map and it's 100 meter. Oh, that's funny. Well, the canoe is at the other side and it's all loaded up. So I'm going to jump in and head to wherever I'm going next. I've got 2 of the 4, I think there were 4 or 5 little ones before I started paddling a bit. So 2 done, and I think it's just before 9 o'clock. Whee! That was fun. Okay, heading this way. The next portage is 125 meters. On the FOT map, it's 200 meters. Well, I walked a little, it looked like a trail into there, and I saw that there's a nice landing for the portage just around here, so just got back in the boat and I'm gonna go to that one. There we go, that's much better. I have reached the end of the portage. Look at this. Holy crap. That is beautiful. Oh. And because of the position of the sun, I just can't seem to capture that beautiful white mountain there. But I can see it with my eyes and it is stunning. Alright, so this is the 125 meter. Marked as a 200, I believe, on the FOT map. I think it's just about that, 125. Oh wow, look at the view from here. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh. There's actually a little side trail here. Maybe an alternate end of the portage. I'm going to walk down it so I can get a nice view of these waterfalls. Just beautiful. That's a pretty spectacular view right there. It's so beautiful here. Alright, it looks like I have a little bit of paddling to do for the next portage, not much. The next one says it's 130 meters on the Jeff's map, and the FOT maps is 200 as well. Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I guess I disturbed the ducks. Sorry guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kicking myself a little bit because on the other side of this 130 meter portage is the campsite that I was aiming to stay at last night, and this is just incredible. Again, the campsite, oh, the campsite is right here. Oh my goodness, the campsite is right here. Ah, there. Oh wow. I wish I would have known. I knew it was nice, but man. Oh, so pretty. Oh, jeez. What a view. No regrets. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah. I was so awestruck by that beautiful mountain and the campsite. I didn't see the portage. I don't see a sign, but I'm pretty sure this is it here. I went down pretty close to where the rapids started, and I tried to pull over, and then the canoe started taking off, so I had to turn around and paddle back. I can paddle up currents pretty good, so it wasn't too bad. Anyways, I'm gonna get out here, and this is my last of the set of 4 from this morning, and then I have a bit of paddling to do before I get to the next 5 that I have to do before I get to Cabin Falls. Sure it's here when I get back. Okay. Here we go. No place to walk. Okay, there we go. Okay. Even though this portage on the map is almost the same distance as the one I just did, I know a rough idea of how far I have to go, like for the start at least, because I saw where the mountain was and where the rapids were, and I had to paddle back to get to the portage, so I'm assuming it's a bit longer. Looks fun. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to go here. In between this little crack. Yep. Oh, and there's the water. I don't think it's right there yet. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I went from rock hopping to log hopping. Oh, I think I'm gonna go this way. I saw the trail. I knew I was on the trail, but it's always reassuring to see that little yellow sign. It wasn't as hard as it looked, actually. I went down this big rock here, it wasn't slippery, and then took this log and just came over these, and there's my stuff. I'm gonna go back and get the canoe. Well, it's 10 o'clock, and just making my way back to the, I believe it is the tip of McPherson Lake. Oh, hello, Poop. With the canoe. Alright, I am back on the water, and this is where I just came through. Isn't it beautiful? I'm really glad I paddled past the portage so that I could see that from the other side, from the front, and from where the campsite view would have been. Alright, I am paddling through McPherson Lake, and I have about, looks like 2 kilometers or so until my next portage, which is 145 meters. And then I think the one after that is Shangri-La, which I believe is around 500 meters. And it's supposed to be a beautiful, beautiful waterfall there. And a spot where I should have lunch. And there's also a cave there. So I have been told by a few different people, Dave Wilfong, my friend Tierney, about all the cool little features that are there and to make sure that I don't miss them. Now, I was also told that Shangri-La can be a bit tricky and frustrating because there's a bunch of different trails in there. So hopefully I figure out which one I need to take and I make it out okay and I don't get too lost in there. Oh, this is just beautiful. Well, for this trip, I brought a special treat for the harder days to make sure that I eat and get energy. So instead of having my 10 a.m. granola bar today, I've got a Snickers. So I'm gonna munch on this. I still have the granola bar out too, but I'm assuming this will give me some good sugar energy. There's peanuts in it, caramel, and it is satisfying. It's been lovely so far. Beautiful day so far. It's just getting around 10:30 in the morning. And, I'm very happy to be here. Alright, I have arrived at my next portage. It is 145 meters on the Jeff's map, 200 meters on the Friends of TEMAGAMI map. It is 11 o'clock and got the canoe there all ready to portage. I set up the system just because of all this. I'm not sure what I'm walking into, and it is a 145 on Jeff's map, 200 on FOT map, but I'm not sure how it is, so just thought I'll carry it that way since I've been carrying it the other way most of the morning. So I almost went with the canoe first, and then I thought, no, you know what, with this trip I think it's best to do the backpack first as much as possible, just because there can be lots of surprises on this trip. Well, this portage was a pleasant surprise. Felt very short. Alright, it is 20 after 11 and I just finished the 145/200 meter portage. I'm back now on the Lady Evelyn River, and then I have one more portage to get into Stonehenge, and then after I paddle through Stonehenge, I'm at Shangri-La, so getting closer slowly but surely. Alright, I am back on the water and paddling towards my next portage. I'm just paddling along here. Actually, I'm letting the current kind of take me. It's nice to have not only a current but a bit of a tailwind. Really lovely. Just about at the 200 meter portage into Stonehenge, I believe, and I'm kind of scared for this one because just the name Stonehenge, I'm assuming it's going to be rock hopping, but I guess we'll see. Well, Jeff, if you're looking where the paint from the front of the canoe is, it's right here on this rock. I'm sorry. I was getting sucked down into these rapids, and I came across here and the canoe just started taking off, and I just had to paddle really hard and I smashed right into this rock. Oh dear. Oh, this looks fun. Oh crap. Okay, there's the 3 rocks. So something new that Dave taught me on the drive yesterday was that when there's portage, there's a lot of rocks and it's hard to like put an axe blaze on the tree or put trail markers anywhere or signs. You'll see 3 rocks piled up, and there's 3 rocks right there. So I guess I gotta do some rock hopping. Just wonder if I'm going that way or that way. Well, the boulder garden wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as the ones yesterday. Maybe because they're not by the water, they weren't as slippery. The rest of it so far has been good. I did bring the yoke and the paddle with me. So I'm just portaging the canoe without it this time. I was gonna keep it on there. I don't know why I didn't. Just kind of grabbed it and left. So, oh well, not a big deal. It's actually very short. After that boulder garden, it's lovely. Just lovely. Look at that. This is great. Okay, I'm excited. Shangri-La is the next one. I've been looking forward to that one for a while. Hello, moose. No moose. Beautiful. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know. This one's better than the other one. It's still a pain, but I think the other one, the rocks were a lot bigger, and maybe with the water running underneath it and being on the water and being wet, but it's much easier than the one yesterday. Alright, I'm going to set the canoe. It's a pretty short portage. Just while I'm thinking of it, yesterday, just before I lost service, I got a comment on my YouTube about my last video going through the White Rock Rapids. I had mentioned that I didn't have a canoe paddle with me, just the kayak paddle. I do actually carry a spare paddle. It's so small you can't see it. It's a telescopic paddle. It's from Canadian Tire. I'm going to go under with the phone. I don't know if this will work because I can't see what I'm filming. But it's just a wee little one. It's 21 inches long. And it pulls out to 42 inches, I believe. It weighs less than a pound. And I just have it tied in underneath my seat there. So it's always there with me. And it doesn't disturb me in any way. You can't, like, it doesn't move around or anything. It's great. So just for the record, it is there. All right, it is 10 after 12. I am back on the water. I did that second part really fast with the canoe, so that was great. I am heading to, I'm on Stonehenge Lake, and I am paddling, I think it's like less than a kilometer through this lake to the portage area they call Shangri-La. And I'm really excited to see this area. I've heard amazing things about it. And then I will be at the Cabin Falls campsite, which I'm planning to stay at tonight. So super excited. I mean, it's still got a ways to go, but I'm getting closer and closer with every stroke of my paddle. And I can see why they call this Stonehenge. There's quite a lot of rocks here, big boulders. And I think that's the start of my next portage, unfortunately. Oh dear. That's the start of the rapids there. into the waterfalls I'm going to be checking out. I don't know if they're right here or if they're along the trail. Portage sign is right there. Oh, that's a pretty perfect spot to dock the canoe. I just have to go up and over all these boulders. Oh, someone left some garbage there. I'll have to grab that on the way through. Okay, here we go. Glad I'm stopping for lunch because I'm starting to get a little bit hokey. I'm just sitting here in the canoe like, yeah, I'm here. Oh, these made me laugh. Hap clearly cut these logs and put his name in the ends of them. That's pretty cool. Alright, I gotta make my way through here. Hopefully the whole portage is not this. I think this might be the cave that Dave was talking about. Not really sure, but it looks like one. Well, here's the campsite. There's the sign anyway. And there's the portage. Other than the beginning, hasn't been too bad. It's just a rocky portage with lots of rocks on it. Typical Temagami. There's another campsite sign up here. Only shows one on the map. I'm trying to be really careful here because I was told there's a bunch of different trails in here, and it's easy to get off the trail and go down the wrong one. See, that's probably going to the campsite though. Well, I'm on my way back to get the canoe. I brought my lunch stuff. Part of it is in the other pack that's back there with the canoe, and I just brought a little bit of water, so I don't have to carry much with the canoe. I'm having some trouble locating this trail to the waterfalls. There was a campsite, 2 campsite markers, and I feel like that second one maybe was the trail that goes to the water to see the falls. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to find it again, and I have to go check it out so that I know where I'm going. I really don't want to miss this, but I don't want to get lost either. At the first campsite, there's a sign here. A couple of signs actually. There's one here and there's one down there. And there's also the 3 rocks. I wonder if the waterfalls are off this one, because it's much louder here. I feel like it is. I'm gonna go check this one out. I'm almost back at the canoe too. So. I don't think it took very long. I don't think it took like just over 10 minutes to do the portage with the pack. Oh, there's a privy here. Oh, nice. Okay, the trail's down there. There's the campsite over here. Yeah, I think this is the one you're gonna see the falls at. I hope. Water! Oh. Beautiful. There's another fall down there. So where the privy sign was, the trail went down and over, and I have a feeling it goes over to there. It's hard when you point there. And you can probably see the waterfalls from there. So I'm gonna go back and get the canoe. I'll leave it at the top of the trail and bring my lunch down, and I'm gonna try to go over to that side. I have pictures and videos now of this anyways, so didn't miss it. And yeah, sit there and have my lunch. Nice. It's so cute, right where I put my bag down. I didn't notice before, but I guess Hap put an arrow in there to let people know like which way to go. It's really cool. Alright, I'm ready to make my way. I actually don't have very far to go where until I stop for lunch. Alright, I followed the privy sign down here, and it's quite the climb actually. And I've located a campsite. That's a nice firewood. There's a bench here for the waterfalls. I'm going to sit here and enjoy my lunch. It's beautiful. It's been sunny all this time, doing this portage, finding the trail, coming down here. As soon as I get down to the waterfalls to sit and have lunch, all these clouds start coming in. I actually thought I felt a couple raindrops, but I don't see any really yucky rain clouds except for that one over there. So I think maybe it was just the spray from the falls. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna sit here and have lunch. Lunch today, I got a German salami, so I'm just gonna cut some of that off and eat some of that. I have some 2-year-old cheddar, and I brought just one, moo. I didn't bring just one, I just for lunch today. So I'm just gonna sit here and snack on that. I do have wraps to go with it, but I just like to eat the salami by itself, so that's what I'm gonna do. Quarter after 2, and I have had a beautiful time sitting here enjoying this gorgeous view. I am going to go back up the trail and grab the canoe and finish portaging it down to the other end and make my way to Cabin Falls. Oh, that took a little bit of gymnastics to get the canoe in the water, and I might have left some more green paint on one of those rocks. Oi. Okay, I'm back on the water. Looks like some dark clouds are coming in. Great. And off I go. Alright, I am back on a little waterway here. So I'm kind of going around in a little loop. And then I should be on Catherine. Now there might be a small portage on the way. It's always the little ones. Somewhere there's an 80-meter portage and I cannot find it. I was thinking it would be on the left side, but the swifts and the rapids like start right there. So it can't be there. So maybe I just paddled by it. I don't know. So I did not end up finding a portage or a sign. I walked on the rocks until I saw where I could kind of get into the forest, because this is why I didn't think you walk down the rocks, because they end here and there's still rapids going on. I know I'm just seeing the beginning of it. Tomorrow is going to be the hardest day of the trip, I believe. There's my boat way over there. So this is what my last, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour has been. This little tiny, again, 80-meter, I hate these, 80-meter portage. So, awesome. Canoe, come closer. If this trip doesn't kill me, I'll be amazed. Oh my gosh. Alright, I had to put the canoe down 3 times. I got scratches on the side of it that weren't there before. And, holy smokes. I don't know how I'm going to get my stuff in the canoe. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to put it. It's like, there's deep, deep rocks as soon as you go. And they're slippery. And, I don't know. Alright, slow and steady wins the race, right? Take my time and I'll get it done. Okay. That one was evil. My hands are shaking. Oh my gosh. That sucked a lot of energy out of me. Okay, I have 2 left. Hopefully they're not like that. Well, there was a burst of rain just as I got to the end of the portage with the canoe. And by the time I got it into the water and got all my stuff into it, it stopped. So that's good. The skies are pretty blue, so... Oh, there they are. There's some yucky clouds back there. They're kind of coming this way. They're kind of over there, but... Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Catherine Lake. It's quite a pretty little lake. I am happy to be here. I have 2 200-meter portages left to get to Cabin Falls. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.